my name is Tanya. I'm 29 years old. I live in Noida. I am married and I live with my husband here. And I work in the gender section of the development sector. While the symptoms were there for a very long time, I was officially diagnosed through an MRI at the age of 19. Immense pain was one of the biggest symptoms that was there. Everyone around me who was when menstruating was also going through pain, but the amount of pain I was in, I did not see in anyone else. I was at home most of the times when I was on my periods. And apart from that, the one thing that really put the nail at the coffin was the fact that I was bleeding mid-cycle. I was mid-cycle bleedings, which was not common. My mother actually, my fathers are not really involved, especially in the Indian context with the menstruating daughter, but my mother was aware that I was in a lot of pain and she gave me the usual hot water bag or a pulse bath, and she said it would pass, but usually I passed out before that. And but they were not very into the fact that there could be something wrong. They assumed that it was normal. That much they knew that it was normal to go through that much of pain. And about the visitations, I can't really count on my fingers how I can't really count how many visitations I have been to. The other day I was discussing with my husband and we were thinking that I have been at least to 14 or 15 hospitals, in major hospitals in Delhi NCR. Experience with endometriosis is a difficult thing to put in words, because it's something that you shape your life around, because you have to. There's nothing more than that you can do about it. There is cramping, there is backache, there is pain, immense pain, excruciating, landing you into the ER kind of a pain. There's also bloating, there is also nausea, there is also sleeplessness and fatigue and brain fogs. The whole package. How many days? It happened almost 20-25 days in a month. I'm not kidding when I'm saying this. 20-25 days I wanted to be confined to a bed, but life got in between, of course, but then again I was mostly confined to the bed. That things caused change. My social life was disrupted, my friends and my relationships were affected. Couldn't go to family functions, couldn't wear a lot of things, couldn't eat a lot of things. And in general, you are a different person when you are in pain. So that used to happen, and that still happens. It's a funny story actually, because I keep telling myself that I don't want to go out of this city, I don't want to go out of this place, because family is near and everything. But one of the major factors why I did not choose a career, or I did not choose, there were job offers that were outside of the bounds of the city. I did not choose them because I had my doctor nearby, and I knew the nearest hospital and the medical store and all the medicines that I need. I knew where to get it from here, but I was not sure if I would be able to figure that out by the time I go to some other place. So which is why that it did severely affect. I've always been at home and never left, and now that I'm with my partner, I think there are still chances for me to go out. But before that, because of the pain and the problems that were there, I could not plan to go somewhere else where everything was done. I did, but it was not suggested because of the condition. It was more of a fact that I was going through a very bad time in my life, and it was completely connected to that. No connections were made with the illness or the effects of it, the amount of effect it has on the moods. I was in the hospital for the treatment of anxiety disorder and clinical depression, but that it was not related to this. I mean, they did not connect the two, and they just assumed that okay, that is a separate issue. This was not even in the picture, let alone a separate issue. It was not even in the picture. So I did receive, and that was a very bad experience that I had, because they kept concentrating on some stupid. They kept saying that I have boyfriend issues when I didn't even have a boyfriend at that point of time. So I do not know where they were coming from, but that's what they kept circling around. They did not connect it to the fact that I have a chronic condition and that affects the mood. So it could be. Of the options given, reputation, but before that comes the fact that my current doctor, he was the first one to actually understand what I was going through. He asked the right questions. I'll put it in the simplest form, that he asked the right questions. So I stuck with him. I mean, his fees is a bit high, I've heard, and all those things are there. But the point is that he is a good doctor. He understands the condition, and then his reputation precedes him. So yeah. We are women with wings. We support each other in solidarity.